Top learning trends for 2019. It's actually quite easy. I think pretty much everyone will say that. First one is going to be AI and technology and learning. So for sure we're going to be doing much more of that stuff.
Top 3 learning trends that I think for 2019. So the first one is around looking beyond your direct employees, and actually how do we make sure that the entire ecosystem that we work with in order to get work done within our businesses has the right skills to the right level.
Number one would be skills. It's being less focused on training, activity, and it's about how do we identify and grow the skills for the future. And that's a tricky one, because the question is, what skills do we need?
My second one would be around really using data and insights, demand-based data, to understand what are the skills that are really in demand in the business and what is coming up the rails, rather than guessing or sitting in a darkened room to kind of imagine these things, but actually getting it real-time, dynamic, data-driven.
A second trend is certainly the idea of communities, is how do we learn from one another? You know, there's a wealth of knowledge that sits within the workforce and your employees, and I think a challenge is how do you tap into those?
Second trend is the learning experience platforms. Much more AI built into learning environments so that things are suggested to you. Your personal, individual learning journey is managed on your behalf.
The third one, I think, is really around the lifelong learning piece, right? Being able to have something that's portable in terms of your learning record of what you have done, but also that everything that you're doing is adding to your skill set and making you more and more marketable, I think is going to be really key, and I think will be a real attraction to people to work with certain organisations, will be the ones that are able to offer them that.
In this digital world, is we need to help people learn to learn. At home, people are very often quite open-minded to using YouTube or Google, but as soon as they get to the workplace, they want to sit in the classroom. So how do you change that culture? How do you teach people to learn and have the growth mindset in this digital world?
And I guess the third thing, which is really, really important, is that we're seeing this learning environment built up in bits. Not one product doing everything, but a number of different apps plugging in to create almost a unique learning ecosystem.